sure, man.
And welcome to the Mixx Up Show on Bliss FM. It's your boy TJ the Smooth Dude.
You know who it is, Shay Parker.
Oh, Holmes Waza. Man, and we got a special guest in the building. Birthday bash is going down this Friday. Man, tickets, get your last minute tickets at Detail out right now. We giving away tickets on the show tonight. Oh man, it's crazy, man.
It's crazy, man.
What's going on with the birthday? We got tickets to all the events.
We got tickets to all the events. I'm just blessed to be here, man, on you guys' show, man. And you know, we got that Power Theater kicking off this Friday, May 5th, on my actual birthday, because it's like hard to get to party of your birthday. Then we got Fast Eddie's, and then we got Aqua that Sunday. Gonna be fish fry and barbecue, man.
They working.
Wings and cooking.
Who cooking?
Wayne C.
They working, man.
I'm in there.
Oh, you had to say it was barbecue. Bitch.
Malinalli on deck too, baby.
Malinalli all running.
Y'all go get that.
Need me some brown though. Need me some brown bottle of that, but you know that's good too.
So make sure you call in.
All right, so not the king. You definitely the ambassador. Not just go-go, DC, I mean go-go now, but DC all together. Do you consider that, you know, I mean, that's a blessing in itself, but has that been a burden for you? How have you learned to accept that role that people have just, you know, put on you from you just perfecting your craft?
Yeah, just like, I think me being a trendsetter, and just having my own style for so many years, and, you know, people put me on that pedestal saying, okay, well, he did touch all these different situations from film, radio, street credibility, father, you know what I mean, just all around DC, just rapping DC everywhere I go. So it's just like really, like people always around me and say, man, you know, so I just look at it like, man, whoo.
You ever stop and think, like, people really gonna say my name forever? When they say DC, they gonna think of me.
Like, what type of feeling is that?
I think so. It just feel good because I was able to be with the greats, like Lil Benny, Godfather Go, like Chuck Brown, like Heavy One. Like I used to meet with Heavy One out of Georgetown. We had all the stores in Georgetown, all the real stores. You know what I mean? Versace, Gucci, the real stores. You know what I mean? And like, he used to commend me and Hook. We'd be like, man, y'all some fly youngers. But we used to watch him like with the old Gucci's in the bag. He was one of the first dudes that had like a Gucci wallet back in the day, and that was so mesmerizing. I'm like, man, I'm gonna get a Gucci wallet. You know what I'm saying? So he was just super fly. Like he had the MCM and all of that. So like, Go-Go Pioneers were the flyers. You know, we started all the trends, and like DC started all the trends, and people were like from other cities slowed our style. So to hear that and get that from the greats like Lil Benny and man, everybody, man, from Heavy One to Godfather Go-Go, it's crazy.
So at this point, you can't mention go-go music or DC really without mentioning your name or Backyard Band. What do you think made you stand out to the point where you gained this notoriety?
Well, I was always, like I said, a trendsetter, and you know, all the way from elementary school. Like when I was in the male ensemble and we did little dance steps and stuff like that. Everybody had on the same stuff, but I had like a pair of mismatched shoes, another pair of shoes from everybody. You know what I mean? I had a high top fade. Everybody had a low jump with a little slip on the side. God bless you. And I just was always different. You know what I mean? So I think I stand out, you know what I mean, because we came with that gritty style. We came with everything that I said, I want to change the game. Even though I watched Junkyard all my life, I wanted to be like Junkyard. That's why our name is Backyard. But I never really like copied Junk. Like I did my own thing. I had my own style. All the way till right now, like how the lead talkers are, every lead talker and every band put their mic all the way back now. The lead guy.
Right.
And the rest of the front line be up there. I started that. That's a trend. I didn't even know I was doing that. I just was like, because we was too crowded up there. So I'm like, man, I'm going to just step back here. And I just kept doing it every night. Now I see everybody doing it, but it's like, that's just like an applause to everybody. Not to myself, but an applause to all the younger guys that's coming up under me.
So how does it feel to be the first and only Washingtonian with your own sneaker?
Man, you know, T, I praised it because you was there, you was around, and you know what I mean, you gave me the high five, and people that was around me, it really didn't hit me because I was like, nah.
So the first time you seen a youngin wearing them joints, like, what was that?
Man, it blew my mind because like, and then for me talking to, just on Instagram, talking to the UN brand, and they said, man, we get daily requests on your shoe every day.
Wow.
And for them to say that, I was like, hold up, bro. It's like, it's just a breath of fresh air to knowing that you really put this work in and people really, really appreciate what you do in your own city. Not New York, not LA, not ATL, Washington, DC. The whole DMV, DC, Virginia. Straight up. And it's amazing, man.
I was gonna say, like, all right, so outside of Big G and Juan Glover, it's backyard. Like, how, like, do you feel like lucky, or has it been like it's trials and tribulations, or you just blessed with a perfect, like, it's a perfect band to us, but I know, you know, you inside, but how, like, you feel like you just, you know, got dealt a great hand of cards, or it was a process?
Because I, like, to be honest with you, I've been through a lot with that whole situation. And the manager that we had before, previously, I don't really think he knew the power that I had. Because when Hook, that's like my brother from another mother, we kind of like really structured and started the band as kids with Walker Lattimore. And he went to jail for a significant amount of time in his life. He was hooked there like 17, 18 years. And he came back. But it was just like, Coop always tried to, people don't know, he kept trying to put me on the band. He kept trying to get different lead talkers. And I was like, how you gonna do that? And I put this together. They want to come and see me, whether I'm not looking at the crowd, at my voice or whatever. But I knew back then that my people were with me. But I just didn't know at that magnitude how powerful I was.
Right.
So I was like, man, how are you going to do that? So I didn't know what was really going on, but I knew what I wanted to do. And I didn't know that, like, okay, this is going to last for this long. But I knew it saved my life on numerous occasions that I had fellas that I really love and grew up with, they got smoked. For people that's listening and don't know what get smoked is, it's homicide. 187, tag on your toe. You're not never coming back. You on a t-shirt. You know what I mean? So I got many calls when I was even in North Carolina A&T performing. I was at H.D. Woodson performing, Baloo, Sitwell Friends, Bullets, different places, and guys that I really grew up with and ate breakfast with was dead. So like I'm like, okay, something is going on. You know what I mean? I really have to like really change my situation. So it's been a long road, brother.
To do anything for 20 plus years, that's a blessing, man.
Oh man,
that's legendary. You can have anything in DC for 20 years and it be yours. That's definitely a major accomplishment.
Did you ever like intentionally want to get on like a global, national, international scale, or was it more so like, was it intentional, or was it more so, you know, I'm just doing me, like, and it took off that way?
Well, I fell in love with the music a long time ago. See, like a lot of people, like I talk to all the youngest now, and a lot of them jump into bands just because they can get the girls and they can wear this the slim gear and do all this. I really was in love when I saw Go Live. You know what I mean? And I watched that every day after school. And I watched all of the VH1 and, you know what I mean? I watched all the videos. Like, once upon a time, you couldn't do hip-hop if you didn't have a go-go swing in it. Salt and Pepper, the Kid and Play, all those guys. So I watched all of that and Doing the Right Thing, and with Spike Lee with Doing the Butt, with Sugar Bear and those guys. I'm like, okay, they on TV. I want to be on TV. You know what I mean? I want to be in movies. I want to do this, but like we had really no outlets to watch the DC for that. So I was in stage plays and all of that, the male ensemble and the choir and all that. But like in my household, my older brother, which is deceased right now, he used to be like this, man, that's for girls, man. That's for girls. You got a hit. You go 38 special. You go 20 rocks. You sell these, you get something else. You know, mine ain't really got it right now. So this is what you got to do. But I wasn't really into selling rocks. Took too long. I really ain't gonna say what I really like to do, but I ain't really was into like really selling drugs because it took too long. You had to get it, break it up, bag it up, and stand out there and try to get rid of it. That's a lot of stuff.
So look, 202-652-0708. Call in, talk to Big G. Man, get somebody call in and ask a real deep question, man. And look,
this y'all moment.
We giving away tickets to the Big G birthday bash this Friday, going down at Howard Theater. 2 tickets, a pair of tickets. So call in for those if you don't call in for anything else. I want to ask you, go-go as a whole, the older bands, because you know I'm a go-go fanatic.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Everybody else.
You know you rap.
I do a lot of things, but you know what I'm saying? I like to be quiet, but you know what I'm saying? The older bands, they good. The Backyards, the R.E.s, the what bands, all them, they good. What's wrong with Bounce Beat?
Well, with Bounce Beat, I don't think anything is wrong with it. I commend Bounce Beat because it's something new and it brings another flavor to go-go. And I think, like, if we really stick together more and we like erase and eliminate a lot of the hate and like people thinking that they're bigger and better than each band, I think we can all like really go across the globe. Like I learned from Chuck. That's why I think I lasted so long, because I was always watching and listening to the old heads. I know I act like a fool a whole bunch, but I listen. A lot of them don't want to really listen. So you got the Chris's and the Shooters and the TJs, you got the Bows, man, all super talented. Rick Reaction, super talented.
Definitely.
But it's like, if we all just put that guard down, like we just did a collaboration with Ray Essence, Backyard, me.
I heard the John already.
Man, like, it's just something for the next level. But what's the question that you asked, what's wrong with Bounce Beat? I just think nobody's sticking together. And we have to structure our songs to let people understand what they listening to. Because if you coming from Boston and you riding on, coming into 95 and you tune in to PGC and you listening to go-go, they probably might don't understand what's really going on if the song is not structured. So we got a lot of work to do, but it's like, you know how it is, rap artists take music all the time from us and run across the continent with it. So it's like it's not nothing that we're doing wrong. We just not sticking together, and we're really not capitalizing on the strengths that we really need to capitalize on.
So how do you feel about hip hop, the emergence of hip hop in DC right now? It just came like a storm, and like
it's supposed to be happening.
I mean,
I love it. You know what I mean? And a lot of people be like, oh man, and hip hop. I'm like, dog, listen, it's a part of the culture. Like, we gonna eat too. We should all be able to collab with Wale, collab with Fat Trail, with Shy Glizzy, man, with Light Show, Big Fella, Garvey, man, you got the One Way with Nooch, man, Booby. Man, we have so much, but everybody in their own corner. Like, you got some guys in the city that just crush all of the hip hop clubs. Then you got some of them just crush the strip clubs. And then you got our shows. They always gonna come and bang with us. Red Essence, then they gonna see TCB. Like, if we can get some situations together where we all can eat and put them singles out and let the rappers know when they come in our town, you gotta do a song, bro. You can't really hang around. We gotta really put that mark down. We don't stick together. We don't have an alliance.
What specifically do you think is preventing that?
Just too many heads, too many big heads. Too many people that really can't, or they might be nervous to sit down with certain people. We need to have like a mediation, like to sit down, you know, and just like to put it together because like
all the time, people.
Everybody might can't mix or feel comfortable around everybody.
Right. But I want to say one thing, just from following Backyard, like y'all have been the pioneers as far as bringing artists to the city, having them at the go-go. Like the last one I went to, y'all had Bun Beat. That was a classic joint at the Howard Theater. So how do you feel, you know, younger bands or other bands can incorporate that as well, just so people get the real favor from DC because
I say,
they're losing.
Basically, I say we have to really network because, like, I don't never look at myself being bigger than anybody. But I've been with Tupac. I was on stage with Pac. Set Indian style behind the door with him with Hennessy, and I ain't drink Hennessy. I was with Biggie. When Biggie used to come in town when the Madness had the shows. I used to meet up with Biggie, with Chucky Thompson. I was right there with so when the rappers and all that, that stuff don't move me. But it's not like I'm like, oh, I've been with the big
Right.
I'm just like, I'm looking like, okay, why are you guys so arrogant? You haven't really been anywhere yet.
Exactly.
You have to keep having longevity in your music. That's why me and Scarface is like this. I call Scarface Brad. That's his name, Brad Jordan. I can call him right now, he'll answer. If he ain't busy, speakerphone and everything. I got relationships with real guys, you know what I mean, that's in the industry that has the real situation going on. So I look at it like Busta Rhymes. I've been with all them dudes. You know, they older, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, it is what it is. When Drake could come in town and say Backyard at the Verizon Center, and they, you know what I mean, and me and Wink jump on there the first show, and then the second show he really,
It's tell me I wanted to come.
It's something different, you know? Bro. I don't really like, and it's like, we really have to stick together because, like, it's crazy. We could be doing way much more, man.
I think we got a caller on the line. You got a caller still? What's up, caller?
Caller, what's your name? Where you from?
I think a good topic is to ask the youth, why do we feel we have to hurt each other? Why do we feel that we have to hurt each other as young African American men? Why do we look at each other as enemies or a threat? Yeah, they are. And also another topic after you finish that is why our young brothers do not respect our elders. There's no respect in the grocery stores, to the corner. Like, they don't even help the ladies across the street no more. They walking in front of them. They don't let them get on the subway. Like Amtrak, nothing. I travel a lot. I see it. These young brothers these days will walk in front of an old lady with a roller, a cane, anything, just to get on the train first before they let an elder lady, or just a female period. And I think that'll be another good topic, brother. Well, the whole city, brother, like that's a good thing because I've been supposed to put my Peace Walk together, but I'm really not ready for that because I wanted to really be super powerful. You know what I'm saying? I could have did it, but it was around the time when they had the Million Man March and all those things going on. I didn't want to be disrespectful to try to do that because I know how to pull different people from different places. But to do a march, you will have to like strategically sit down and really plan that out because all parts of the city right now is going through a lot of like violence and things like that. But you got to really plan this out and you got to really plan it good and make sure the youth get it because like social media is really the key right now, but you got to really have a meeting with it and let them know that it's really going to be some real repercussions going on after the situation. You know what I'm saying? So it just can't be just like a peace walk. So it got to be really strong. I really don't know where your points are. But that's a good idea.
That's a word. Thanks so much for calling. Good luck.
Man, we gonna give them away a little
got
later. So, man, call.
later.
We'll ask you this, man. You were with 93.9,
Yeah.
and you with 95.5. What do you think is a better fit for you, man? What's the situation now?
Oh man,
I'm putting you on the spot.
Hey, no, that's an excellent question, man. I think like I always talk to my manager, Rasan, man. I think like I was winning, and I've been winning for 12, 13 years on KYS. I never had a losing time slot, and it was just some things going on that, you know, it was the money, and then it was like more so they wasn't really giving me control of what I really wanted to do. Like I don't just like to be sitting one place. I got so much more going on, so I wanted to really be moving. And then the time my management came in, and then it was just this. I just really don't think that KYS was really giving me enough control, enough promotion. Like all the way down when my shoe came out, they wasn't even acting like nothing was going on really. You know what I'm saying? Wow. And then they saw what was going on after the fact. So it's like, oh no, brother sold out in 4 hours. So I'm like, okay, bam, bam.
Sold out better than Yeezys.
You know what I'm saying? And I had a line around
and
the
what?
corner. It's all documented right there. I had a line around the corner. I'm blessed for that. To say, damn, they really stood in line for a sneaker coming from your kid from Washington right here. Yep. And I ain't been on no basketball floors or none of that. So I just looked at it like, okay, PGC might be a better look. That's why I started at. You know what I mean? You never know where I might end up. I might end back up over there. Because to be honest with you, and like I always like to be honest with myself, I miss my show. I really do. But I just don't like working on Sunday because my Redskins come on.
Hey, so what's the furthest place you played from DC? What's the furthest Go-Go has taken you, or in the biggest crowds you?
Oh man, we have New Orleans.
New Orleans. That's all right.
New Orleans.
I know it was lit down there.
And they love us down there. We toured up. We played at a club called Tipitina's, and we played for HBO.
That's all right.
Yeah. So it's like it was crazy. We had it was a battle with the front line from New Orleans, because we played for the rap party of the show Treme on HBO. I had 3-4 episodes on that show, and it went viral because we took Chuck Brown horn section down there with us. We ripped that joint out, bro. Took the air out the building when we played.
What was the biggest crowd you ever been in front of?
The biggest crowd, probably the Verizon.
Verizon.
Yeah, when we just played with the Wizards and Timberwolves.
Oh, that was all right. Yeah, I remember that time.
Yeah, that was stupid. Oh man, like that was a part of management that my manager started. That was my former manager, Charles Cooper. I was never a part of the Wise Group. Never really seen any paperwork on the Wise Group. It was a falling out because the business wasn't right. And you know what I mean, I wish everybody well on that side. But since we terminated that whole situation, Backyard is like super sky, like high moving, like no flaws, everybody's paid, everybody is living, everybody is smiling, everybody is happy, no gout, no gangrene, no disease, nothing, man. It's just like a breath of fresh air. We're moving forward, and you can see it in the brand, everything we're pushing. But like I said, I wish all those guys well on that side, and yeah. Oh man, thank you so much, brother.
Thanks for calling.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
All right, so G, look, this is what I want to ask you. Because you got Puerto Rican princess in here right now. I don't know if we can get a camera on or something, but you know what I'm saying. But how is it with your new management? Because I mean, I know firsthand, but the people don't. And you know what I'm saying. Like you got the HBO special coming up. If y'all don't know, he's gonna be on HBO, like a whole segment. G song, you know what I'm saying? Tupac movie, maybe soundtrack, all that good stuff.
It's
like,
a lot
it's
of
a lot of
stuff,
things
man.
coming up. So talk about your new relationship with management and how everything's prospering.
Yeah. I actually been like really coming at him for a really long time, and he shut me down many times, and he was like really he couldn't do it, and I knew that he could do it, but it probably wasn't the right time. So you know, it's like one time I went to him and I asked him to help me with a situation, and we had some guys put a little like a reel together to take to a big, like a brand. I ain't gonna say the name, but it's like they looked at him like, really, did you really bring this in here? And at the time we were like not too hip to what really was going on, and my management at the time really said this was the hottest shit to see, and it was really a piece of shit. And you know, and I think he was kind of spent by me just keep coming to him, and then I backed up off him, and then he was like, man, look, I'm gonna try to like put you over here and try, but he never told me like that, nah, get out of here. He just was like, man, I ain't ready to do that right now. But now that we've collabed, since we've been together, it's been smooth. Everything's been good, you know what I mean? We have a few bumps going on the road, but that's what managers and artists do. I know I can trust him, you know what I mean? He has my best interest. We got so much stuff going on. He the one that landed the UN deal for me. This Malinalli Tequila deal. He been, like I said, he been through all the bullshit, you know what I mean, with the Castile and all the different people, and I'm telling them this and people doing this and trying to sign shit this way and do it that way. But it's like a breath of fresh air because we're really showing the numbers. We winning. We had the #1 go-go band 2 years in a row. That's super big. 2 years in a row, war for 3, 4. I'm gonna keep till they tell me I can't do it no more. But we have a show on HBO coming called America's Next Top Promoter, and we producers on the show. Also, I got a show that I finished shooting in Brooklyn called The Deuce on HBO. Get ready to fly to Seattle Monday for fitting for this new movie called Prospect. I'm playing a military space guy. I'll be gone for 2 weeks in June. June, can I say the dates? June 28th to July 11th. And then I fly to Miami to get on the boat and come back. So it's just it's a lot of stuff going on.
That's what I'm saying. Hey,
I want to go to Miami to be on
It's so much more, man. It's like he's always on it. Like I get up and I think I bug him too much, but he always say, "You ain't bugging me." But like I get mad sometimes because like I be having so much stuff that I'm trying to do and like pushing, man. We got the #1 web series Transitions right now. We just started shooting season 2.
Shout out to Garvey, man. I see that. And you and Wink and Garvey on the boat.
Yeah,
Hot as shit with the suits on.
It's a lot, man. It's a new stage play I'm in. Stranger in My House. Trey Chaney in it too. We got a couple of dates.
Shout out to Trey.
21st, I'm gonna be in Baltimore. Then we got the other joint that's gonna be at Bowie College. So man, it's my birthday party.
Not going on.
Friday.
Friday.
Nah, well, it's a three-piece series.
It's a three ballpark situation. Man. We got the Howard, Fast Eddies, and then we got Aqua with the OGs. Man, I grew up on the Junkyard, and we're gonna have the fish fry and the barbecue out there. We're gonna be tearing it up. I do a bunch of
Wayne
stuff.
Cooker?
Yeah.
Look,
Okay, so
baby, can I go? Oh,
she like,
I gotta check
we'll talk
one,
about
you
it
know
when we
what
get
I'm
home. So two questions. What was #1? You can only pick one. What was the hardest thing in the industry that you've ever experienced, and what's been the best thing that you've ever experienced?
That's a tough one right there. You say
Yeah,
what's the
I
best?
answered though.
You say what's the best thing?
What's the best thing, and what's been the
Best time,
hardest
worst time.
thing, the most difficult thing?
Oh man, I had so many good times, man. Like, as far as like, from being a kid coming from where I come from my mom just raising me and my sister. And like, we just come from nothing. Like, for me, getting that call when I was on a plane coming from Houston with Steve Francis, coming home and HBO popped up and said, I got the role of Silver Charles on Wire. That was it for me. I flipped upside down. Then there was another moment where it was a bad time, where it was might not be bad to like when my brother was killed, and I was on set filming, and they was like, you can take off, and I say, nah, I gotta keep moving because that's what they want me to do. So it's just been like the road been tough, man. You know, I remember one time we went all the way to Kings Dominion, and then we got like, and I cried like a little girl. But I'm just passionate about my shit. So, you know, and I'm just happy that I have my own genre of music, and I ain't got to really worry about trying to be somebody else. You know what I mean? I can be myself, and people accept me for being myself. Because I got brothers in LA too. They hurting, man. They move, man. Big lights ain't always what it seems. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I know they busting tables and all that, and I'm like, dog, won't you bring your ass home?
Exactly.
Like, nah. So
a lot of artists go over there and do that. I got a support system, man. Like, now I got a super dope ass manager now, so it's a lot of things that can happen because, like, a lot of times people don't know how to talk to people. We can piece that shit up and make a way where I can go here and do that for that time. Put my little money. He might got a couple of bucks for me. I got Red Grant in my corner. Powder season, I stay with Red. Did you ever think that though? Did you ever think I'm a hop up and I'm a move to LA or move somewhere else outside?
I always wanted to do it, but I never want to go nowhere. I get homesick. I love my city, man. I don't fuck that, man.
I'm like LA, the West Coast. They not my type of folks.
I get the fuck out of there. I gotta come home. Like I stayed with Red Grant for a whole powder season one time with Wiz Khalifa. Everybody, we in the club the whole time. I was like, what the fuck is my band doing on stage right now? I'm in here, pretty girls right there on in front of me, moving around, all the drinks right there. They like, yo, you alright, son? Like, what the fuck is up with your man? Your man good? I'm thinking about motherfucking home, right? You know what I'm saying? So I just, it's just like the gift and the curse. You can do it and you can't. Like some people, like I got people in the industry that love me to death that do this shit on the daily, and a lot of them suffer because I have different ways to make money. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them just have that one, and they only have that one. And then when that shit ain't popping, money get low because a lot of people have an expensive habit. It's crazy.
I was gonna say, outside of music, so like you said, you've been in DC the whole time.
Yeah.
So you've seen, the evolution of DC and how it's been changed as far as gentrification. How do you feel about DC not being known as really Chocolate City anymore?
Oh man, this gentrification is crazy, man. Taxation without representation, the whole nine. And there's a lot of people that's coming in our city. That's another good question because people ask me all the time, do you think go-go will die? Because you got a lot of people coming in. Then once upon a time, you had to have a go-go band before a rapper really be able to come and play and get numbers. Right now, we're Aqua. You got Moneybag Yo around the corner. He took like about 100-some odd people, but we still had a nice number. Right. It wasn't empty or nothing like that, but it's like the change. You got a lot of people coming in. The jobs are here. Capital here, we make the law here. We break the law here. And that's why I tell a lot of people a lot of times, and I tell all my youngers from the shooters to the Chris's to everybody, I try to tell them that, listen, we got to form this alliance, bro. When we eat, we got to be responsible for how we wake up in the morning because at the end of the day, we can't let our music die. You know what I mean? Rappers, they going to get it and go. You know what I mean? Look at Wale. He can go anywhere in the country right now. You know what I mean? He don't have to come back here, but he do. And he still sprinkle that
shine
on the music. You know what I mean? And it's a blessing that he's still doing that. Because a lot of motherfuckers would have been ran away with it. He still continue on to do what he do. And a lot of people be mad at him, but I always tell him he can't hug everybody. He gonna hug who he can hug and do what he can do
A lot of people don't
at
know
the
what
time.
Exactly.
But it's cool. That they say that about me too. Oh man, G, you don't fuck my boy. Fuck out of here. I'm do what I can do when I can do it. You know what I mean? Nobody ain't really do shit for me. You know what I mean? So I had to run through that jungle and keep running. But now I got a situation now that it's a piece where you can smell your own shit. To basically be like really what's going on. Nobody don't want to smell their own shit. You want to be clean. You want to be fresh all the time. So you're not going to sit in a box and smell shit all day when you know you can walk across the street, shower, and get money. So at the end of the day, we have work to do. We gotta go downtown. We gotta let Congress know. We gotta let Wilson Building know. We gotta let these people know. Like, you know, so you know me, I'm a Nets fan at heart, but I still like the Orioles too. I'm only being honest because we ain't had no baseball team. But I don't even wear Orioles stuff no more. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, it is what it is. And then my skins, you know, I used to cry when we lose against the Cowboys, dog. My sister used to be like, man, like smacking me in the back of my head and all that, like, boy, come on, really? So
it might be another tough year for y'all, man. I don't know.
you Cowboy fan? Yeah, my son.
That was gonna be a
daughter.
tough
It's
year
all
for
right,
y'all,
man.
too.
God bless you, man.
Oh, that's it.
Almost 30 years.
Yeah. You know,
See, they got on the paper 20 years. I know for a fact. It's almost 30 years. 30 years in, and even hip hop artists, the biggest artists, Jay-Z, couldn't do and pack a club every week for 30 years straight.
It's the fans, man. It's our people, man. And like that's why they always say they can see me out. They see me at downtown Lock Room. They see me at
Your
the grocery
fashion,
stores,
your
your
lifestyle.
lifestyle. They see me out. A lot of bands, you gotta understand this too. And this is what I tell all of the bands out there. Everybody not gonna be an outside person. Everybody's not gonna be a people person. But if you wanna win and stay winning, you gotta connect with your people. And this is what I've been doing. It's nothing forced. It's just me. That's who I am.
You
know what I
get
mean?
real
The people
love
understand
when
that.
you're
All the way till, man,
the
like
street.
that's why I can't wait till when we go to Africa, man. We got a big trip coming up next year.
Oh man, hey,
We're going to Africa.
I'm taking off already.
You
So I'm
gotta
letting you
go, man.
know.
It's like it's gonna be stupid, man.
Write that down.
But I forgot what I was about to say. So, outside of I forgot what I was about to say.
Well, I got a
So-
question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Well, what's your goal now? Because to us it seems like you've reached just so much. Like,
Well, like really,
What's
I
that?
got a lot of stuff like underground that I'm trying to do. In 5 years, I want to have a nice piece of money. I want to be established where we have like maybe like 10 albums done.
You're doing iTunes right now.
Five or six films done. So many PSAs, just like we changed the PSA game. We'll show them like young single moms how to control this situation with them dealing with their kids and raising these men by themselves. It's a lot of things I want to do. You know, just showing the other part of the world. Like I got a whole situation where I want to be the first go-go band that just be making like platinum hits with just singles with like Future, Jeezy, selling out the Nat Stadium. My birthday next year I want to do, you know what I mean, Backyard of Jeezy, first time ever at Nat Stadium. Have everybody with the baseball jerseys in. Knock the shit out the ballpark like that. You know what I'm saying? Be able to have a boat we can get on and take the kids and show the kids how to fish and go around and show them like how you can be a super electrician and try to be something else instead of a trap boy or whatever they call it, because I don't believe in that trap boy shit. I'm a hustler. You know what I mean? I come from the old school, so I just want to do so much, man. I got so many ideas, man. I want to be one of the first young black entrepreneurs in the world that go in 50, 60 places, like around the whole world, just like giving homeless people socks, because socks is the last thing homeless people have. And my whole situation with this sock thing, where I was like we putting together with my manager is it's a huge thing, man. I've been wanting to do this for so long. The young brother was talking to me earlier about I think where he said the wives goodbyes. I brought that to them one time, but it didn't never happen. I brought it to what's the guy's name? I forget one of them guys. It's time to go.
No, I ain't even time to go.
We got another call.
We got Raheem. I think Raheem is on the phone. Raheem Vaughn want to talk to you and ask you. Yo.
What's up?
Man, what's going on? We got Raheem Raheem Devon on the line. Mixx Up Show on Bliss FM. Big G is in the studio right now. What's going on, big dog?
Like I was just talking to the guys in here, this beautiful young lady about this situation that I'm putting together. Like I've been supposed to have off the ground, man, with the homeless. You know what I mean? Getting each homeless, like homeless, the less things that they have is socks. So we're ready to put a whole situation. We already got all the little stuff together about it, but we're gonna start pushing it. Like right when it. That'll be awesome. We sure gonna need you, so we're gonna start like right when it's about to get cold. We're gonna push it on, and that's where I'm gonna start my own little situation because I always help other people out, and I don't really see the genuine hand from people. You know what I mean? So we want to make sure they really get it, and we really hit the ground running with it. But that's awesome, man. So I know you out there, man, putting that work in, and then the birthday is here Friday. How you bringing your birthday in this year, brother? Man, that'll be awesome, but yeah. Exactly. You nailed it, brother.
So question for the both of you. Because this is the voice of the millennials, so we're talking to, folks that are in their early 20s, late 20s, early 30s. What can we do to assist in bringing the community together, making sure we need to do what we need to do for the city?
Raising our kids.
All the time, though. So
God,
so humble.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you calling in, man. We're gonna catch you on Friday because we all be in backyard. How it did on Friday. We all be. You can party with backyard in the morning. And, you got our support, man. We gotta get you in studio when you come to DC, man. We appreciate you calling. Oh, man.
Oh, for real. Y'all heard that?
Oh, man, we're going to definitely get that. Germs.
Everybody look at Germs.
My man, Germs. We're looking at Germs, man. We know we're going to get that situated, man. We appreciate you calling in, man. Be safe out there, man. Turn up and keep doing
you
what
working,
you
but
doing.
have fun, too, because we start off May 1st, too. Yeah, we're gonna do it and have fun, man. We're gonna turn all the way up, brother. Yes, sir.
All right.
Man, I love you too. Happy birthday early, but I'll talk to you, I will. Yeah. Yes, we did. So when we from in Africa, we found out that on the same day.
Oh, wow.
We did our test and all that. Yeah, I'm Sierra Leone.
Oh, that's what's up.
Mindy boy right.
Thanks so much. We appreciate you for calling in for sure. We're going to definitely set up that performance for sure.
One
Well,
love.
peace and blessings.
Peace.
Man, can we get a clap for Raheem? That was very inspirational, man. Make me want to go give a homeless person $1 right now, man.
I don't got no dollars.
Yeah,
Right.
you're right. So, each and every Monday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., we are right here, man. Clap it up for Big G, man. Have my brother, man.
Birthday!
We're gonna be in the Howard Theater this Friday, man. Shout out to my guy that won those tickets, man. Howard Theater this Friday, Big G birthday bash. Saturday, Fast Eddie. Sunday, I was about to say season finale. I'm high. The finale
Show it to the
with
people.
Malinalli, DC. This Sunday, Aqua. Man, we appreciate y'all, man.
It's a whole weekend event, you know?
Man. Hopefully my girlfriend.
There she go, baby.
Hopefully, man.
He gonna say it on air so he make sure he can go.
Hey, y'all gotta look. You gotta chill. So it's good, chill though.
So before we get out of here, G, what do you have coming up? I mean, you said everything, but let's just get our full rundown.
Right. What's the next 3 months schedule?
Next, well, my birthday, the whole week. We're gonna turn on. We're gonna start Wednesday. We're gonna do it at Martini's. We'll go Capital. My big party is Howard. Fast Eddie's, and then Sunday, and then I fly out to Seattle for fitting for the movie Prospect, and then I'll be back and I'll do my photo shoot. I'm in this play called Stranger in My House. I have 2 auditions. I'm gonna call back for Tyler Perry again. Well, I wish they hurry up and give me the damn role. Let's keep reading for this shit. But I do that. I say a photo shoot. Man, we in the studio. What else? Gosh, man, it's a whole bunch. Just finished. Everything is edited right on America's Next Top Promoter. This fall, the Deuce will be out. I play a character named Leon on HBO. You can look me up on IMDb. Man, it's just crazy, man. It's just a lot.
For everybody who doesn't know, which they should, where can everybody follow you on social media?
Anwan Glover, ANWAN GLOVER. Also, Anwan Big G Glover on Instagram and Facebook. Also, yeah, man, just pushing, man. Love my city. I never turn my back on my city, no matter what. I know a lot of people been inboxing me because we lost to the Celtics and we had them 20 to 2.
Celtics fan right here, baby.
And they just keep hounding me and just like, you know, but what I do, you know, I go all the way in with my skins. I kind of not like try to jinx because basketball is different. I think when you start getting all on Instagram and Facebook, I think you like jinx the team. Yeah. So I don't say nothing. But when we ended it out with Atlanta, when John Wall spent and I posted on Instagram when he dunked on Lil Schroeder, I call him Schroeder. When he dunked on him, that was a good play. And you know, my team is gonna be my team. We've been losing for a long time, so I'm gonna love my team regardless. And then a lot of people, this is what I want to say to the DMV. For all those non-Wizard fans, stop blocking all the real Wizard fans from getting playoff tickets. Because y'all just want to come and make it a show and y'all don't really like my team. And it's sad because the real fans can't even get the damn seat. Or a damn chicken ticket. Stop doing that, man. Don't just come because we in the playoffs. Let the real fans get in there. People be mad. Everybody ain't got baller money. You know what I'm saying? But I love y'all, man. Come to my party or I'm going to catch you in my yeah.
Man, Big G, Anwan Glover, Backyard Band this Friday. Howard Theater is going down. We gave away 2 free tickets right here on the Mixx Up Show. Every Monday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., man. We'll see y'all next week, man.
I want to shout out man, because
Pocahontas.
It changed the brother life, man. You know what I mean? Like, really got a lot of big things coming, man. So, you know, shout out to the whole DMV, the whole DTLR family, everybody, man. You know, TLR. Your lifestyle.
Mixx Up Show. Yeah. Peace, y'all.
Trying to turn the volume right here. This TJ joint. TJ ain't say shit. This motherfucker keep fucking with my volume.